Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. It is your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. The Cartier Santos has an exquisite history. Created by Louis Cartier in 1904, it was designed specifically for his friend Alberto Santos Dumont, the Brazilian dirigible pilot who needed two hands to operate his cantankerous craft. Well, that became the first Cartier wristwatch, the first Cartier sports watch, and the first pilot's watch of any kind. Fast forward to 2018, we get the current generation Santos de Cartier skeleton, and in 2022, the variant you see here, the green jasper. In stainless steel, the watch is 39.8 millimeters from side to side, not including crown guards and crown. It's 9.1 millimeters thick and 47.6 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip. In addition to this bracelet, the watch comes from the factory with a matching green alligator leather strap and clasp. Now, the watch wears well on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist. We'll demonstrate that now. It's very thin. It's one of the best options in the integrated bracelet sports watch class, of which it could be considered one of the earliest founding members. It's super flat, so you can see how this would fit easily under a dress cuff, no issues there, but it is a sports watch, more on that in a moment. Now, taking a look from over the top, you can see it's relatively short lug to lug, as the lugs of the case proper come nowhere near the edge of my wrist. I really think you could wear this on a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference, especially with the greater inherent flexibility of the leather strap. The bracelet, though, is beautiful. We have these skeuomorphic symbolic rivet style appurtenances, and then we have all satin finish. You can see how the links are countersunk into each other for a nice tight tolerance. There is a little bit of taper down from the end links toward the clasp, and you can see one of the most exceptional features here is that we have the ability to size the bracelet using only a fingertip. Press the release tab and the retaining bar pops right out. And Cartier is smart. They won't let you remove it completely, knowing that if they did, you'd lose it. Now I can actually just pull the bracelet apart. And I don't think I've ever encountered another brand that gives you something that is so user-friendly. You can size the bracelet using only the corner of your fingernail. And if you want to remove it and fit that accessory strap, there is a quick switch system underneath that will actually activate a lever action spring-loaded tab. And now I've removed the bracelet. I could resize the bracelet. It's fantastic. And you can see how many of these little tabs there are inside the links. And it gives you a sense of just how adjustable this bracelet is, that you have so many removable links. We have a double folding clasp, and you can see that it's a double swing arm, really thick gauge steel here, very secure. You have to press both of the twin triggers in order to open it, and so it gives you a great deal of security. You can see the Cartier logo right there. We may as well remove the other side of the bracelet for now, just make things a bit easier. This is a lot easier to do if you have bigger fingernails than I do. My fingernails are manicured for your viewing pleasure. Yours will have less trouble operating the system. Now on the reverse side, we have the caliber 9611 MC twin mainspring barrels, 70 to 72 hour power reserve, 20 joules, 4 hertz beat rate. We've got a combination of a Cartier branded eccentric screw micrometric regulator, and then we have Edicron for beat rate and fine adjustments. Ink block shock protection. The finishing is mechanical but very attractive. You can see the bridges have been skeletonized. They've been beautifully beveled. Again, mechanical but handsomely finished. So although the bevels are straight, they have a mirror shine and they don't bear the obvious machining marks of most machine beveled bridge profiles. You can see that the screw heads are polished. We have open barrels. You can actually see the coiled mainsprings inside of them. The watch is a manual winder, and with the twin barrels, you have a nice even torque release, so it doesn't surge when fully wound and it doesn't start losing a lot of time after 24 or 48 hours the way a single barrel movement would. The balance and the escapement visible even from the dial side. We have these lovely Roman numerals, which are filled with a jasper green lacquer, and then outboard we actually have a piece of faceted jasper that acts as the cabochon atop the pressed down crown. And though it is a pressed down crown, the watch is still 100 meters water resistant and suitable for swimming. The finishing is impressive. Though mostly industrial, it could fool an untrained eye. The bevels in particular, the satination, the neatness of the execution overall, quite attractive. You can even see that adjacent to the micrometric regulator, we have a satinated end to the balance cock, and then it's echoed on the cap of the balance cock. We have the keyless work system, which has been satinated and polished, and then at center, the motion works that's used for setting the watch. There is luminescence. As you can see, luminescent broadsword hands for the hours and the minutes, and there's just a lot to love. And again, a really superior 70 to 72 hour power reserve, so winding this watch will be an occasional pleasure, not a constant duty. Absolutely packed with features, and one of the absolute best options at any price in the integrated sports watch clasp. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com to buy one of the best entries in the integrated bracelet sports watch class.